And I'm glad you want to know about direct variation. It feels important. It is. And there is so much more to tell. Tell me about direct variation and polka dots. Soon. But for now you are thick with plaid. A rectangle. 1 meter tall. Meter? Measure. Imagined I said measure. You are 1 measure tall. 1 measure tall? Imagine you are Greek. No. Okay. So, do you remember how much plaid you are wearing? I only remember that it depends on my thickness. Good. Your thickness and your plaid exhibit direct variation. Can I ask you a question? Sure. Is a rectangle thick to be plaid? No. A rectangle is thick to be a rectangle. All rectangles have a thickness. So, just because I'm a rectangle, I have to be thick? Yes. Otherwise you could not wear the plaid. Could I wear polka dots? No. You would stand naked and exhibit your nothingness to all. Naked. A naked lie. A cold naked lie in a garden of lies. A rectangle without thickness is a false rectangle, and the promise of everlasting mad terror to all who seek your face. I think I hear my mom calling me. Yes. She is calling. Listen. Listen to the soundness of truth. Listen and hear. Truth, the mother of all mothers, calling you home. She cries out to you. Recoil from contradiction. Recoil from inconsistency. Recoil from self-negation. Recoil from self-denial. Embrace your thickness. Escape the dark sterile void and come home to your true existence.
A rectangle. 1 measure tall. Thick with plaid.
Yes.
So, you are talking about direct variation.
That's right.
And you say that plaid varies directly with thickness?
Yes, I do.
And do I understand correctly that by thick you mean wide, and by thickness you mean width?
Yes, I do.
And by 1 measure tall you mean 1 measure of height?
Yes, I do.
Or even 1 measure in length?
Oh, yes. That is my true meaning, and it is ours to share. Perfectly. And forever.
So if I understand you correctly, I understand you completely.
Yes, you do. Tallness is height. Thickness is wide. The angles are right with you side by side. Long as my length. Deep as your depth. High as my height. Broad as your breadth. Tall by thick. Long by wide. One by another. The plaid abide.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you hear my mum calling?
Yes. She is calling. Listen. And hear. She cries out to us all. She compels us, come home together. Join one another, as warp and woof, and weave a fabric of harmony. Listen to the call of truth. Embrace the beauty of direct variation. Imagine we are a rectangle, 1 measure tall, thick with plaid.